Actually,
A policeman officer in the lab? No.
at least 1/3 of the time, policemen come to a residence at night.
It's still sketchy though.
It doesn't happen often. Unless they're hunting down a known murderer and think that working that late is going to save lives.
Or they're needing to break news to you because some traffic officers.
They also do it to inform family members
on the death of a loved one.
that their loved one, parentheses S, have been in an accident. Oftentimes, in those situations, they have to come in
Yeah,
to
sometimes
explain exactly what happened and
There's 104 quests.
On what?
Frick.
Same game?
Yeah.
possibly
I got 13 out of 104.
to
What was that?
offer
Wildcraft?
Yeah, Wildcraft.
comfort.
They have awesome freaking skins, man. That's one of the main reasons why I play the game, to get the skins.
Following
That's why a lot of people play a lot of games.
grief forward. With the warrant, the former. If your friend or family member or loved one has been in an accident, that would be the easiest way to get you. There's a lot of times they'll ask you
Let
to
me
come in.
console you.
They'll ask to come in so that way they can tell you how it happened, see if you want any help or if you want
Just
support.
immediately turns
Or-
into a giant bat
or-
monster as soon as you say, "Yeah, you can come in. I
Or
can.
the other situation
I
is
can
that
make some tea."
the people will come outside in concern and be like, "Can you follow me back to the station or something?" All they have to do is leave the home and they're fucked. Just like the former. In those cases, no matter how rare, it'll be easier. They could say, there was an escaped convict or something. Last seen.
Or they could compel you.
Compel you?
Compel you.
What do you mean?
Whenever you invite them in, then they can influence your mind and all that. They can't hypnotize you or anything until then. If you're out of your home, then they can do it. If you're in your home and they're not in your home, they
There
have no power
is
over
the
you.
case of Mina Harper.
That wasn't her home.
No. Like,
Pretty sure she was in a guest.
She was entranced to open up the window. Actually, no, it wasn't Mia, was it?
No, it was what's her face?
That was what, her sister?
Her friend or something. I don't know.
Still, she was entranced. She was lured.
Talking about Skyrim?
No.
No, the original Dracula.
Ah,
There was this lady that fell sick because Dracula kept coming in and sucking her blood and crap. She was supposed to stay, put, stay in her bed,
rest up, gain her strength back. Because the way that it happened in those stories is that, like, you died and then the vampiric crap starts to. And until then, like, they're just draining you. But yeah, she was lured in that one. Although that might have been because, like, earlier instances.
Okay.
I don't know. Freaking.
Actually, at least 1/3 of the time, policemen come to residents at night. It doesn't happen often unless they're hunting down a known murderer and think working that late is going to save lives. They also do it to inform family members that their loved one or loved ones have been in an accident. Oftentimes, in those situations, they ask to come in and explain exactly what happened and possibly offer comfort. With the warrant at night, it's likely the former. In those cases, no matter how rare, it'll be easier. They could say, an escaped convict was last seen in this vicinity. Would you mind if we check the premises? And similar requests. But it's definitely possible. But with the warrant, they still need permission. Like, they can't enter your home without a warrant, but they still have to trick you into
Agreeing to them
agreeing
coming
to the
in. Then technically you can. At least I
Because the
think you
warrant
can.
is legal permission by the government, but it's not necessarily
If
legal
you don't
permission.
allow them to do
for
that, they
you.
can either detain you or you can, like, battle.
They
in
have to enter
court
the
or
home
something.
to detain you.
Well, yeah. So I mean, I guess there would be that whole
Okay.
bit of loophole. I need another
I have
officer up here.
garlic
I can't do
hanging
this.
from
Why
my
not?
door. A human officer would think it's weird, but the vamp wouldn't come near. Depends on the type of vampire.
If you're going by, like, the oldest standard, like Dracula standards, then yeah, that would. If you're going by Dracula standards, that would be something that would, like.
I'm not talking Twilight either.
I was talking just like in general.
Talking like Lost Boys, Blade, and a bunch of other ones.
I didn't know Blade was a vampire movie.
You didn't know Blade was a vampire movie?
I've never seen it, so how would I know?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I
A
knew
Marvel
I've
movie.
seen Lost Boys though. I like the oldies.
Lost Boys, Blade, Underworld.
Underworld's
Seen
a
that
whole
one.
different breed.
They're still vampires.
Yeah, but they don't go by the garlic rules.
They don't go by the garlic rules. They go by the sunlight rule. That's for sure.
UV bullets. How do you get freaking UV radiation in a bullet like that?
Easy.
And stakes, no, anything will kill them.
You make a bullet made on radiation, and you just
No,
Lost
ultraviolet
Boys,
radiation
Blade,
like
Underworld.
sunlight.
What's another good vampire movie that doesn't follow the
Solar?
garlic rule?
Solar.
You could go by
Stuff.
like what was it, Daybreaker?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's less of a vampire movie because the vampires are like the main
Still vampires.
protagonists.
But they're also getting cured.
Yeah, but yeah, there's also the whole curing aspect, so it's more like a zombie plague thing.
It's a the vamp plague.
Vampire movie.
You could go
with,
by
you know,
I Am Legend standards.
there are more zombies than
I haven't really seen all of that
In the original
either.
story, they're more vampires.
But they're not, though.
No, I mean in the book. The original book, they were supposed to be like just straight up vampire type things. Believe it or not, there are 3 different movies based on that original book. There's the Last Man on Earth, which had Vincent Price in it. There was another one that I don't remember the name to, but it came out in like the early to mid 70s